I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Running with country bass, country bass. Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Running with country bass, country bass. Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Running with country bass, country bass. Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Running with country bass, country bass.
No translations of the Bible?
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Running with country bass, country bass. Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Running with country bass, country bass. Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Running with country bass, country bass. Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Running with country bass, country bass. Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Running with country bass, country bass. Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Running with country bass, country bass. Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Running with country bass, country bass. Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Running with country bass, country bass.
All right, got that tweeted out.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Running with country bass, country bass. Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Bitcoin Chris checking in yet again. Happy Saturday. And make sure you stack your Bitcoin and chill. Today's episode is going to be about manufacturer spending and how you guys can utilize this information to get you some money. Head over to swanbitcoin.com/Bitcoin Chris. Get your 10 bucks free Bitcoin per usual. Make sure you get that Fold app as well. Scan that QR code. Make sure you go and get the Bitcoin Dad, Fiat Dad book as well on Amazon. Will be in the description as well. And yeah, going on, everybody? Hit that like, share, subscribe. I got the chats activated. And we Bitcoin, what's up? So if y'all got any questions, concerns, I can see your chats now. So make sure that you ask your questions in the chat and I'll be able to answer them. I'll make sure to keep the chat overlay. I don't know if I'll do the overlay, but I'll keep it up on my side so I can see it. All right. So right now, let's look at the Bitcoin price. All right, so right now we are looking at the 1 hour time frame. We do have for the last 2 hours, so since 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock we had a nice push, 4 o'clock had a nice push, 5 o'clock we are retracing just a little bit here. And I'm expecting us to head up to the 200-day moving average, which would be about 96,000, but we can also pull some fibs to see what's going on. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe for me if you're not already subscribed to the channel. Thank you to everybody that is subscribed to the channel. I appreciate you guys. All right, so this is going to be kind of hard to fit out because of that. So 95 is your 618. We have 96,000 as a target, and then I said I'm looking at the 200-day moving average. But we're going to have to see. That's your upside target. Let's look for the downside targets. All right, looking at the downside for BTC. We would take our lowest low to our recent swing high. So target would be 89,992, right next to where I have this support level drawn from a while ago. We also have support down here at the 886, 786 level as well. Our 618 is going to be 92,000. So based on looking at market cipher, it depends on if this starts to curve down, then we can head down higher. If this continues to head up, then we'll head higher. We have our green dot here at 3 o'clock. So we're going to have to see how this plays out. Look at the 4 hour real quick. We had our two red dots, red diamonds here. So I was thinking we were going to head down lower. We could still possibly head down lower, or it could be a fake out. But we do have a green dot on the 4 hour time frame as well. And looks like momentum is pushing higher. So I think we do head higher. There's only two ways to go, right? Up or down. So I'm either right or wrong. It's going to go up or down. And again, I think the 200-day moving average would be your target here, which is already drawn, 97,000 as an opportunity if we head higher. Just keep an eye on that. I always look at the 2 hour as well. 2 hours looking pretty good. But we are, look at this money flow. Boom, it's in the red. Real choppy, real choppy action going on with Bitcoin. So 2 and 3 hour look good. 4 hour looks good. 1 hour, 30 minutes. Look at that. So it could be coming down. Look at the daily. Looks like we got some bullish divergence here on Market Cipher. Weekly. Yeah, so I was looking at DXY. And based on what I was sharing with you guys over the past few months, I said DXY looks like it's in a bullish trend, and it's definitely been pumping. But Bitcoin has been pretty good holding up so far. Uh, but for DXY to be as strong as it is now, I wouldn't be surprised if, again, assets start to crash. We could come right back up here to 113. That could be our double top on the DXY and then head down lower. I was looking at SPY or SPX, and I was saying that if we break this trend line that I have drawn here, and we have our red dot here, then we can definitely head down lower. So that would be our market crash. All right, so we have to break and close below this trend line here. So we're gonna have to wait and see what's gonna happen with the markets, but I think we're definitely gonna have a crash. Whether or not we have one or not, we're gonna have to see. We shall see. We shall see. Let's jump right into some tweets. Hit that like, share, subscribe. I appreciate you guys tuned in. Jump to some tweets. Here we're going to touch on a couple different things really quick here for you guys. We're going to be discussing manufacturer spending and how to make money with your credit cards. If you have a credit card, that is. Because you'll be surprised how many people don't have credit cards. So we're going to jump down right into the first tweet, and here it is. All right, the very first tweet that I want to go over with you guys is this card that I shared. This is actually a throwback post from 2022, as you can see right there. January 2022 at that. This card is a personal card. I thought it was a business. Well, they do have business, but I don't think they offer 20 months for this, or I don't think they offer business cards right now. But they do have the personal, and it's going to be 18 months and not 20 months. But it's okay. I have some other options for you guys for 18 months as well. 18 months is still plenty of time. It's a year and a half at 0% interest. So if you understand what's going on, well, that's amazing. So I forgot all about this card. I actually have this bank. I just forgot all about their rates. And so they were offering 0% interest for 20 months. 20 months, almost 2 years, 4 months shy of 2 years that you get to use the bank's money for free and make money. So that's that. And this bank is called Univest. Um, yeah, Univest. So I think they pull from TransUnion as well. So if you guys want to go get that personal credit card, feel free. Just be aware that if you're going to use a personal credit card versus a business credit card, it's going to affect your credit card utilization unless you are aware of your statement date and due date and you're able to pretty much pay off the balance by the statement date or by the statement date. Or if you have another card, you can transfer the balance as an option as well. But let's continue. Next week. All right. I found another card, so I'm going to share with you guys right now, actually. Which one is it? Here it is. All right. So here you guys go. And if you don't have a business, then obviously you can apply for the business credit card. And if you have bad credit, then obviously you're not going to get approved for the business credit card. Also, you have to know, and they go based on stated or projected income. So this is how I'm able to get higher limits, right? Because some of you guys don't know what to put on your application. So you can do this on your own, absolutely. But don't be surprised if you get approved for a baby limit because you don't know what to do. Or if you're projecting your, business to make a little bit of money, they're only going to give you a little bit of money. So take that information and do what you will with it. So here you go. It's called United Community Business Credit Card. 0% interest for 18 months. So you get to borrow money to expand, grow, invest, start your business, and you get to borrow the money for free. Yes, you have to pay it back, obviously, but you have money to use to start, scale, and grow your business or invest in Bitcoin for 18 months at 0% interest. All right. And then after your 18 months, you pay 16 to 25%. But what we do is we just go for another round of funding and rinse and repeat. So here is your personal. This is your business card. Sorry, not a personal card. And the benefit of a business credit card again is it does not report to your personal credit. That's one. Two, you can maximize the entire card amount, and it won't drop your credit card utilization because it is the business credit card. And again, it won't report to your personal side, and it won't affect your credit card utilization, which will drop your scores. Let's see if they have any perks with this particular card, which is going to lead us right into the next topic here. I don't see any perks with this one. Okay, so I guess there's no perks with this one, which you don't really need perks because you get the 0%, which is your perk for the 18 months. But there's other cards that provide options like points and whatnot. Let me actually bring up another one. Let me see if I can find the other one I had pulled up here. Okay, here it is. All right, so for an example, this particular business card gives you 3% on dining and gas, 1% unlimited points on all other purchases, 3% on on opening bonus, account opening bonus, so you get 3%. One-time bonus of 15,000 when you spend $5,000 or more in the first 90 days. So that's going to lead us into what I'm going to be talking about next. Redeem points for cash back. So that's exactly what I was saying. Some cards offer you perks, and the perks or points can be redeemed for cash back, merchandise, travel, all that good stuff, right? Because every year, typically, I don't think I made the post this year or last year. Every year, I tell you guys how to travel for free using American Express, not American Express, but Hilton Honors credit card, which is basically getting the Hilton Honors credit card and manufacturer spending to get the bonus. They give you like 100,000 points. You can stay international for like 15,000 points or 20,000 points a night versus you staying in the United States, which are like 40 and 50,000 points per night. So, yeah, that's how you travel for free with your Hilton Honors reward points. We can touch on that in just a second. But here again, you can see the bonus and the perks and the points that you get from this card. So, how you guys use this would be how you guys would use this in conjunction with uh, getting how do you make money off this, right? So not only are you going to obviously be making money with your business, which you should be, but what you can do is you can go to this website here, which I'm going to leave a link for you guys. Is there no problem at all? All right, so let me leave this in the chat. Boom. I'll leave it in Twitter as well under the video. Boom. All right, guys. So this is how you're going to make money. And actually, this is going to lead me to the video that I just shared on my IG. And I actually just shared it on Twitter as well. So let me go there first. So before I do that, before I go over that, here it is. Let me make sure you guys can hear the audio.
These stores, right? And we use the
There it is. Let me make sure you guys can hear the audio. All right, so the audio isn't all the way there. So let me just shut this down real quick and reopen it back up.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Chris Knight, aka Bitcoin Chris, and I just left the mall with my son. And what do? We just manufacture spend. How much, Freedom? 15K. That's right. So what we did is we went to the bank, or we went to these stores, right? And we used the business credit card to manufacture spend 15K. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure I get that money back on my debit card. When it's on my debit card, I'll be able to then spend it on another investment. That's how you turn your credit into cash. And if you need help doing these things, tap in. Or if you need your credit fixed to get instant credit, tap in. We'll see you later. We'll see you on site. We're getting ready to turn. And we'll see y'all later. Peace.
All right, so that was back in 2021. And so the point of me showing you that, which leads to this, is first and foremost, if you are trying to, let's just say for an example, you're starting your business, but for whatever reason, what you're trying to purchase, let's just say you have a business and you're trying to purchase a truck or a car or real estate, for an example, or even Bitcoin, right? Most of these things don't allow you to purchase Bitcoin, purchase Bitcoin or real estate with obviously with a credit card. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to liquidate your credit card, which is exactly what I was talking about in this video here. And so when you liquidate the credit card, you then have the cash to invest in whatever you need. So there's a couple ways to do so. But the way I'm going to just talk about here today is by using sites such as Top Cashback and another site called Rakuten. And I don't even use Rakuten like that, but it is something that you can look into. Let me see if I can find that site. Yeah, there it is. So you got Rakuten, which I don't really like too much anyway, but it is what it is. I like Top Cashback better, but you can use whatever it is that you want to use, right? So here you can do Nike. You can buy things from. Obviously, if you're having a large limit type card, like a $10,000 card, you're probably going to want to do, Nike or Macy's or somewhere along those lines. But the great thing is when you come to Top Cashback website, you can also compare which which stores give you the highest cashback or reward points, right? So we're gonna it's not showing us the categories. Maybe. Hmm. I guess it's not working right now for some reason, but usually it gives you a list of different companies that gives you the highest cashback, but that's okay. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go to Nike's 11% cashback, and then we just saw on Rakuten is what 9% cashback. It was 2%. Now it's 9%. But then we go to Top Cashback, and it shows here that we are at 11%. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say, okay, I have $10,000 that I want to buy. I need to liquidate for whatever reason because I'm going to use it for a down payment for a car or down payment for or just buy some Bitcoin or whatever the case may be. Either way, you need to get the money off the card, right? So you're going to go to Nike. You're going to do 11% cash back plus whatever the reward points that you're going to get from your credit card. So let's just say they give you 3%. So 3% plus 11%, that's 14%. 14% of 10,000 is what? $1,400. So what you're going to do, so you're going to earn $1,400 by liquidating your card because you're using the cashback rewards that you're going to get from Nike or from Top Cashback. And I have also received money on here as well. I do it on both Top Cashback and Rakuten. But as you can see here, it works. I've done this. You can even do Neiman Marcus. So if you want to do Neiman Marcus, see, this is back in 2022. I used to do this all the time to liquidate my cards. So I would liquidate the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is like 10 grand that I got liquidated, over 10 grand that I had to get off the credit cards, right? Boom. So that's 10 grand that I was able to liquidate. And you see here, I spent like 6 grand at Nike. And when you spend 6 grand at Nike, I think this one was like 5% or it was something a little bit lower, but I didn't really care at that point because I just needed the cash. But this is the point. You're going to do it anyway. So if you're going to do it anyway because you need to liquidate the credit cards, then you might as well go with whatever's going to pay you the highest amount, right? And make money. Well, because this is about 10%, right? Boom. Or 9%, Neiman Marcus. This one was super. This one was even better, Adidas. But they gave me a hard time returning the money on to my debit card but I still got $310 for liquidating that card. This one was Nike, again, $519, so less than 10%. And then, if you're gonna buy flights anyway, you know, you're gonna buy stuff anyway. You need to come on here and buy things so you get cash back. You get 3% cash back at Walmart. You get cash back on things. And then what you can also do is, if you don't have a credit card, then use your fold card, fund your fold card. So then not only do you get Bitcoin back, you can then get cash back on top of your Bitcoin back, take that cash, then buy more Bitcoin. So that's a nice little loop that you guys can do to help you earn more Bitcoin, right? You're going to pay your bills anyway. I tell you guys all the time, get your fold card, because why not? Bitcoin's going to go up over time. So get your cash back from here. Use that to buy Bitcoin, then use your fold card to buy what you were going to buy anyway and get Bitcoin back. So it's a nice little loop there. If you can catch that, I hope that's making sense. All right, so cool. Boom. You see how I did that? Boom. So I liquidated the cards, and then I was able to. So what I do is I go to the store. I buy the Nike stuff. I go back to Nike, and then I return all the clothes that I bought. When I return all the clothes that I bought, I insert my debit card, or I also used also got the money back on my Cash App card, because you can just double click your Cash App card and then it'll deposit it right back into your Cash App card as well, because you don't have to insert your card as well, just as an option. So you say that you want to return it, doesn't fit, you don't like it, whatever the case may be, return it. So you return it, then the money goes right back to your debit card, and now you have the cash that you just spent to go ahead and buy Bitcoin or put your down payment on your house, on a house and investment property, for an example, and or a car for Toro, or whatever the case may be, right? If whatever you're trying to purchase does not accept credit cards. So there you go. Let's go ahead and look at some more offers here that they offer. See, here's 10% Neiman Marcus. So yeah, 10%, 10%, 8%. I think we saw Nike was 11%. So yeah, I would go with whatever's going to be the highest, but also what's going to be the easiest as well, because if you go to Neiman Marcus, then there's higher products, higher cost items and products that you can buy. That way you don't have to buy a whole bunch of stuff from Nike, because I had to buy a whole bunch of stuff from Nike to get however much, $6 grand. But they have expensive stuff on there as well that you can get up. You can get that, obviously get it spent up, but it's gonna require more items versus you going to Neiman Marcus and you can get a one belt, right? Because remember when I went to Neiman Marcus, it was a YSL purse that I bought. I think it was like $8 grand or something. And so, you buy one item, it's $8 grand versus you going to Nike and you have to buy like 20 items to get to $6 grand or whatever. So whatever's going to make it easier for you. Online purchase, you get 10% back. Boom. So that's how you would make money with your credit card with Top Cash Back. We'll go to do the same thing with Rakuten. I don't know what is going to be their highest. Let's check out their hot deals and their highest. 12% on Temu was 3%. You got 9%. Boom. You got 8% on Body Armor or Under Armor. Yeah. I don't even know what that is. Factor. I also did buy some Michael Kors. I remember doing that at Michael Kors as well. I think I bought like two purses and then I returned them. Yeah, so that is Rakuten. I don't really like Rakuten too much. Like I said, I prefer to use Top Cashback. Okay, I had the wrong website. This is the one that you guys want to check out. So if you guys want to compare, it's called Cashback Monitor. And then here you can compare who's going to have the highest for whatever you're trying to shop at. So I click Nike, I type in Nike here. Boom, we got Be Frugal. It's 11% cash back. Best rate is 11%. Boom, so you can see here. Why would I do 9% when I can get 11%? Walmart is 2%. So it's across the board at Walmart. We can do Sam's Club. You get up to 4%. Let's do we have $25 back. We got 8%. We got 10% here. It's just top cash back, boom, which is what we already saw. So we would want to go. This just helps you to identify who's going to give you the highest cash back. That way you can go with where you're going to get the most money back. So here, that's cash back. We have travel and miles, which I already told you guys. We'll go over that in just a second. So this is what happens when you shop online. You would go here. It'll pop up. You go to click on get 10% cash back. Boom, and it'll obviously register with whatever you purchase, and then at that point, it would go into your account. It would register, and then you get paid out over some time. Okay, so boom, we're gonna go back here. So travel, I don't usually look at this for travel. Because this isn't I don't use any of this stuff. Travel miles, I don't use any of that stuff. Card points, the only card points that I know that are actually worth using is 2 points, up to 2 points per dollar. Yeah, so the only points that I really care about is the points that you would get from American Express. So I would say they have the highest value points that you should worry about. So I wouldn't worry about the credit card points here or other reward points. Let's check on that. People about that right to Amex. Swag bucks. Don't know what that is. My monitor. All right, cool. So that's how you would check that out. So I'll go over the Amex play again for you guys. So I just showed you guys how to pretty much take your fold card if you don't have a credit card, which you should have a credit card. Everybody should. And I'll go over how you can build your credit to do that in just a second. I've already done that in previous videos, but I'll recap for you guys here. So I showed you guys that you should have a Fold card and a credit card because it's going to work both ways if you're just trying to get Bitcoin back and don't really care about the cash back, which you should leverage both, right? Anyway, so you can take your Fold card, go to Top Cash Back. Even if you have a credit card right now and you're just like, okay, well, you have a $10,000 credit card and you don't want to use it because you are trained and programmed to not spend the money, or you're not using the money wisely, and it's just sitting there, right? You have a $10,000 credit card. So first of all, you want to find the statement date, and if the statement date's at the end of the month, then you have a few weeks to do this play, right? So you can make some money. If you have a $10,000 credit card and you're just sitting there, you're not making any money off of it, and it's just sitting there and you're not doing anything with it, you need to do better. And this is your sign and your this is your signal from God for you to make some money. And how you can make money is take that card, and then you're going to find out your statement date. Well, depending on your statement date, that's going to determine how long that you have to pay it back and to make sure that your credit card utilization does not go down, which is going to lower your credit score. Okay. Even if that does happen, as long as you pay it back, it will go back up the following month. So don't let your credit score fluctuate, because a lot of people just you care about your credit score too much versus you actually making money. Okay. If you're making money and you're able to get your score back on track the following month, then it shouldn't even matter. That shouldn't deter you. And if that's not something that you understand, that this play isn't for you, and you're not really interested in making money. So for those who want to hear, this is for you. So you're gonna take your Fold card as an option. If you don't have a credit card, you're gonna go to on here. You can shop on Walmart. You can shop on Nike. You can shop wherever it is that you're gonna shop. Anyway, this would have been great for you guys to do for Christmas, because a lot of you guys like to spend money on Christmas and go into debt crazy and buy stuff that you don't even probably even going to use right now, or the kids are probably not even playing with right now, right? So what you can do is, or what you could have done is, you could have gone to Walmart and got 3% cash back plus whatever it is that you would have got back from Fold. So you would have made a little bit of money that way. Boom, boom, boom. Or go to Nike, bought some clothes, shoes from Nike for Christmas. Would have got 11% cash back plus whatever you would have got back from Fold. So if you have that $10,000 credit card that's sitting there right now, that's not making any money, or even a $5,000 credit card, let's just say 10%. 10% of 5,000 is $500. So if you spend the 5,000 on Nike, you just buy some things that add up to 5,000. You're going to make sure that you get that sent to your house. You're going to pay for shipping, the fastest shipping that you can. Pay for it. Make sure it adds up to at least 5,000. Boom, it gets sent to your house. Boom, it comes to your house. You got $500 just for doing that. You're going to go back to Nike. You have 30 days to return all the items anyway. So you have plenty of time. Go to Nike, return the items, say they don't fit, you don't like them, whatever your case may be. You can then put that money on the debit card. And about 3 to 5 days before, I would say 3 days before your statement date, you're going to pay back your credit card. Now you just made $500 manufacturer spending. It's going to take some time. It's going to do a little bit of work. Yeah, you got to go to the store and you got to return the clothes, but you just made $500 by simply manufacturer spending. Okay, boom. So that's how you make money, guys. With Top Cash Back, I dropped the link down below. I think you get $10 free, or I get $10. We both get $10 if you use the link. So use the link. All right. So boom. Let me go over what I said I was going to go over, which is how to travel for free. How you guys going to travel for free? Okay. You're going to go to AmericanExpress.com. Matter of fact, let's go to Google. Let's see if they have any special perks for the Hilton Honors Reward points. I don't see any offers. Well, I do see here 50,000. Let's see what they got. That's low though. Yeah, there it is. We got 80,000 points. We got, oh, we got the credit cards right here. I used to work at Hilton, so I'm familiar with how to, not finesse, but yeah, I'm familiar with how the point system works. So back in 2016, 2017, back when I first heard about Bitcoin, I was working at Hilton. And so to earn 130,000 points with Hilton Honors Amex Surpass card. So that's 130,000 points. We have here 80,000 points for the Hilton Honors card, no annual fee, which is great. We have 130,000 points with the Hilton Honors. That's what we just read. We have the Aspire card, $550 a year, but you get 150,000 bonus points. And they have the business Hilton credit card, $200 a year, and then you get 130,000 points. So what you would do is they require you to spend a certain amount of money within a certain amount of time to get those points. Boom. All right, so here it is. Earn 130,000 points Hilton Honors bonus points after you spend $3,000 in eligible purchases on the card in the first 6 months. So you have 6 months to spend 3 grand. So this was a personal card if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is a personal card. So you can pay your rent, pay your car note, whatever. That can be your way of doing it. You're gonna pay it anyway, so that'll be one way. Boom, you spend 3,000. Spend 3,000 in the first 6 months. You're gonna get 130,000 points. Now again, what you can do is you can use those points to travel, right? Because if you stay at a Hilton, let's just say my favorite spot is Playa del Carmen. Let's just say we're gonna go to Playa del Carmen. We're gonna check out. Or we just go end of the month, a couple days. It might have changed the point system, but we're gonna see. All right, I'm not gonna tell y'all which one I love because I don't want y'all blowing up my spot, raising the prices on them. We'll go here. This is pretty good. We'll do this. We'll view rates 173. Usually you want to log in, obviously, to your Hilton Honors uh, account if you don't have Hilton Honors. Highly recommend it. If you travel, that is. If you don't travel, then, it don't really matter. So, boom, you come here. It's going to pop right up. They're going to give you the option to use points, use money and points, use points. We're going to use points. Boom. So you got this a little bit. Yeah, these are a little expensive. Look at that. 7,000, 57,000 for the first night, 52,000 for the first night. Depends on the type of room. Usually it's a little cheaper. Maybe if I go to another location, but this is just an example, obviously. But I know for a fact in the U.S. it's going to be probably going to be more. Typically, whenever I used to do this, it was way cheaper to travel international using your points than staying in the United States. You do your due diligence. Just giving you guys some examples here. Or if you don't want to use your points, then you can do 173 plus tax or whatever. Boom, boom, boom. So here you can use points and money and then points. So you have options. So what you can do is obviously if you're getting 130,000 points, 60, 60, 120, that's two nights for free. Boom, you have 50,000 here, 50, 50. That's 2 nights. You still got 30,000 points left over. There are definitely rooms. Let me see if I can find one actually because there's definitely places you can stay a lot cheaper. See if I can find one. Maybe it's because of the time of year. There's a couple different factors on why the points are a little bit more points. Yeah, I have to sign in. Let's see if I can find somewhere else. Let me just try one more location here. Let's see if we can find a cheaper spot. Oh, there it is, 30,000 points. 30, 60, 90, and 20. So you get 4 nights here at the Hampton Inn. Even though it's a Hampton Inn, you can still stay there for 4 nights for free. Boom, as an option. We got 40,000 points at the Garden Inn. Boom. So obviously the better and the higher quality is all inclusive. It's 120,000 points per night. We got 70,000 points here. We got 50,000 points here. There you go. You can stay in Tulum for 30,000 points a night. You got 130,000 points. You can stay here for about 4 nights. I don't know why it says for the first night. Is it cheaper every other night, or maybe they changed it? I'll have to log in, but is this all inclusive? Is this place all inclusive? I don't think so. All right. Well, you guys get the point, right? 30,000 a night. If you get 130,000 points, all right, then you can stay up to 4 nights there. Okay, as an example. It says for the first night, but log in and do your own due diligence and giving you guys the pretty much the gist of how to travel for free. That's how you travel for free. All right, so let's go to for those of you that don't have credit or have challenging credit, if you need to build your credit, right? So how you can build your credit is you go to my website and you go to personal services and then you go to build credit, and then you're gonna go here and you're gonna watch all the slides. You're going to learn about.
Guys, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to. Here's a credit tip. Guys, I'm going to. Here's a credit tip. Guys, I'm going to share my screen.
Here is your statement date. So I got all the videos that you need to understand your credit all in one spot, and how to build your credit all in one spot. Collections, authorized users. We went over that in the previous video. This is exactly what breaks down your credit score. This is a in-depth video on what your credit score is all about, how to build your credit. $15,000 limit. Extra, it's a debit card that reports as a credit card. We showed you how to do AVA. We showed you the self-lender. We showed you Credit Strong, showing you Quick-Off, showing you Boom Pay for credit history, Grow Credit, Grain, Rent Reporters, Rental Car, Credit My Rent, Boom. We have Tomo Credit Card. We have Surge, Chime, Fit, credit bills with no credit check, credit cards with no credit check, Boom. Secure loans. And yeah, that's how you build your credit. So all that information is available for you guys to go ahead and take advantage of. And then if you have any negative items on your credit report, you're not going to get approved for any business credit cards. You're not going to get approved for any. Well, you may get approved for a personal card, but they may deny you. The chances of you getting denied is higher if you have any negative items such as charge-offs or collections, which is why the service that we provide gets you to remove gets to we remove all the negative items for you, so that way you can get your house, your car, business credit. All right. So yeah, you guys have that opportunity to do so, or you can do it on your own. And then I do have the services that I provide where you can do it yourself. I have the new service, the new offer for you guys is that you can do it yourself, right? And for $50 a month, I'll help you walk you through each month on how you can do your own credit repair. I'll show you how to use ChatGPT to do your own credit repair, and I'll give you guys the letters as well, so that way you guys have that as well. The same letters that we would use, but if you're going to be using ChatGPT, so it doesn't really matter because you're going to formulate your own letters, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do so. So that's for $50 a month. If you want us to do your credit repair, it's going to be $88 a month. So if you want to do it, feel free. But if you want to learn from somebody that's been helping people fix their credit since 2020, we're in 2025, so 5 years. Actually been doing it since 2017, but I started my own business in 2020. So for 5+ years, I have been helping people fix their credit. So you guys can learn from the best of the best, and then you can get those high limit credit cards. Then you can get approved for the house car. Then you can get business credit, and then you can buy some Bitcoin, right? Because how long is it going to take for you to save up an extra 50 grand at your job, right? Some people make 60 grand for the entire year, when you can fix your credit and get 50 grand in the click of a button within a few months. Or even if it does take you a year to fix your credit, that 50 grand that you're making or 60 grand that you're making at your job, that's all going to be gone to expenses and you going out and all that other stuff, right? The more you make, the more people tend to spend. So this will be an opportunity for you to uh, get some capital, right? And then we just saw 0% interest, so you're basically borrowing money for free to make money. So if you want to do the business credit program, it's only $150 a month. So I'll help you step by step on how to first of all, we're going to help you start your business, which is, getting an LLC, doing what you need to do, making sure that you are doing it properly and not putting investments or trucking or any high risk business name, which is going to prevent you from getting higher business funding. You got to make sure your name isn't high risk. You don't want to have investments. You don't want to have real estate. You don't want to have trucking. None of that stuff, right? You want to make sure that you also, uh, you know, get your business website, get your business email, get your business phone number, all that good stuff. So we're going to help you step by step, walk through it for only $150 a month, and we will definitely help you get up to $100,000 in business credit, so you can then manufacture, spend, and invest in whatever it is that you want to invest in, and then you'll have a ton of credit cards like these to invest, right? So yep. So now we have the business credit program. We have the regular credit program as well, and you can join the program. Whatever program is going to work for you, or if you just want to have us do the funding for you, we can help you get business funding. If you already have good credit, we can help you get funding as well. So if you're already established and all that good stuff, then we'll help you get approved and get business credit. So that's something that we also offer. Another service that we offer is just now, letting people know, is to help you guys stop the harassment and stop these debt collectors calling you and trying to sue you, right? So if you don't know, now you know that you are not responsible for those debts. You may think you are, but as soon, first of all, if they charged it off, it's a write off for that business, right? So if they charged it off, and then this goes back to what I was saying, that you guys have to read your contracts. I went over with you guys in my read your contracts video months ago, where I read my Navy Federal contract or terms and agreements for the Navy Federal credit card. In that credit card agreement, it stated that they have insurance and they have a security interest, and if for any reason that you default on the actual payments, that it covers whatever that you may owe. So there is no loss, first and foremost, for the quote unquote banks. Right. So that's first and foremost, you need to understand that. Second of all, if they write it off as a charge off, that means they get to write it off on taxes. Right. So they get to write it off on their taxes. So that's number two, that you understand. Then they sell the debt to a debt collector after they write it off. So that's fraudulent actions there, right? Because if you wrote it off as a loss and then you sell it to a debt collector, right? You shouldn't have. First and foremost, so this, and then to what's going to make how you're not able, just to make it simple, because I don't want to dive too deep into it because I already went over all this. But for those of you that are tuned in and don't know, without you, there is no account. And without your promissory note, which they monetize and securitize, which means they sell it, right? Because that's how there is no money that they lend you. They have to prove that they lent you money, and they always call us the borrowers. We're not the borrowers, right? We are the ones. The banks are the borrowers. I went over that in the last two lives ago. Banks are the borrowers. We are not the borrowers. So once you understand that, then you know that they are going to have to prove that they actually lent you something, right? And they can't prove that they lent you anything because they don't lend money, guys. The banks don't lend money. They have no money to lend. So what they do is they take your promissory note, is also on my not American Express, my Navy Federal credit card. It says you promised to pay us, boom, and that is your promissory note. And they take your promissory note and they sell it and monetize it and get the money. That's how they get the money. So therefore, what I'm saying, just to make it simple, guys, without you, there is no money, and they didn't loan you any money. So therefore, this whole debt collection and this whole, can you see the holes there in their argument? First and foremost, if you read your contract or agreement, it says that they have insurance, so there is no loss. That's first and foremost. Second of all, they have security interests, which is something that I've talked about as well. You gotta look at what security interests. So first is they have insurance. Second is they wrote it off as a charge off, which means they get to write it off on their taxes. And third is without you, there is no money. They didn't loan you any money, right? So those are the three holes in their argument. If they ever try to come sue you or try to say that you collected debt, they're going to have to prove it, right? So if they have to prove it in the court case, in the court, right? I help you guys formulate your paperwork and, make these debt collectors feel real stupid, right? And basically get them to stop trying to collect from you legally, right? So you don't have to be a lawyer to study and know your rights and to know the law. So I would highly recommend that you guys do your research and know your rights and learn the law. That way you're able to stand up when these banks try to do something fraudulent, which is going to lead me to my next point in just a second. If you don't know, now you know. So foreclosure, right here, foreclosure assistance. So some people think that um, for some reason we've all been lied to by the banks. So that's just my whole gripe, right? Especially as a Bitcoiner, you should already know what's going on with these banks. So foreclosure assistance, if you or anyone was has a hard time, because we all have ups and downs in life, we're going to offer. I do offer foreclosure assistance just to help those people to not get their house taken away from them. Because guess what? Like I just said, your promissory note pays for the entire house as soon as you sign for the house. But guess what? You don't know that. The banks are telling you that they're lending you money. They don't lend you no money. They're lying to you. They're committing fraud. And I'm not the only person that, knows this. Uh, but most people don't know this, right? And so, speaking of foreclosures, I'll jump into what I was sharing today with Perplex perplexity. Is it raining outside? Where is my search? Actually, I shared it on here. There it is. Oh yeah, here it is. Boom. Government audits of Bank of America, J.P. Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, Citigroup, and Ally Financial accused the banks of engaging in frauds with government guaranteed mortgages. There's a few details on how these audits, in these audits, but here's how it explains the allegations. Boom. So they're committing fraud not only to you, but they're also frauding the government. Boom. These bankers just don't care. Wells Fargo, a whistleblower lawsuit revealed that Wells Fargo routinely foreclosed on borrowers without proper documentation, proving ownership of the loans. The bank allegedly instructed employees to withhold information about lost documents from customers, raising concerns about the legitimacy of their foreclosure actions. And here's the actual letter for that, or there is the actual case for that, or the story for that. Let's go back here. We also have Bank of America. The bank has faced multiple allegations regarding improper foreclosure tactics. Yet again, I'll say it again. Regarding improper foreclosure practices, including submitting fraudulent documents in thousands, not hundreds, not a couple here and there, guys. This isn't just one off or two people, or okay, maybe they hit them with five, maybe they finesse five people. No, thousands of foreclosure proceedings. Investigations by state attorney general revealed that Bank of America and other mortgage services were involved in a scheme that included using robo-signers to approve documents without proper review. And this is a law group who provided this story, where the source is coming from. So when you start to figure out that A, the banks are the borrowers, B, they're fraudulently saying that we're the borrowers when they're in fact the borrowers. C, there's you create when you bought your house, if you bought a house for an example, or when you bought the car, or when you got the credit card, your promissory note fully funds the entire transaction. Whether you understand it or realize it or accept that or not, that's not my problem. All right, it is what it is. The problem is that once you understand this, you start to realize how much of a slave we really are. How much of slaves, how enslaved we really are. We're at the whims of these banks, and it should piss you off, right? I'm sick of these banks. It's fraud in everything they do. Foreclosures. This is not something that is new. This is actually back in 20. What year is this? What year is this? Perplex wouldn't let me see my. found it. I found it on Perplex. I'll go there in just a second. What date is this created? What date was this made? They don't have a date here. All right, so no date here, but just because it doesn't have a date on here doesn't mean that they stopped doing it, right? The Attorney General of all 50 states have now announced investigations prompted by the recent allegations that mortgage services, which include major banks such as Bank of America Corporation, submitted fraudulent documents in thousands of foreclosure proceedings nationwide. The bank says that document problems are technically largely the result of papers approved by so-called robo-signers with little review and don't reflect substantive problems with foreclosures. The Office of Attorney General of New Jersey and the Division Center of Consumer Affairs have issued a joint statement about the investigation. In New Jersey, foreclosure actions must be supported by affidavit of amount due, which establishes the identity of the mortgage/note holder and information concerning the default. Recent reports suggest that mortgage services are having employees sign these affidavits without confirming their accuracy. This is not a gray area. Either our legal requirements for fulfilling foreclosures were followed or they weren't. And we will hold the companies accountable for the systematic violations. They are so used to getting away with it that they don't even care. They got robots. They got robo signatures. They don't even care no more. They're just doing what they do. So here I found the perplexity thing I was talking about. So you guys already know that I went over, and if you don't know now, you know. I did a video on how you can beat foreclosures, right? So you guys can look that video up on YouTube. But if you need help doing it, then that's how we can help you. But what happens is there's something called the chain of title. When they separate the chain of title, which they do because they have to securitize to get the money, it's called mortgage-backed securities, and they do it to all mortgages. Once they break the chain of custody or chain of title, it is therefore broken. And therefore, it is technically is called destruction, right? Destruction of the chain of title, chain of custody. And when they destroy it, they don't have the note, right? They don't have the actual note. They don't have the actual what they need to enforce the debt. So that's how you actually beat them at this game, because you're gonna request the original promissory note, which you sign, which they don't have, because that's what they sell. That's what they securitize. Promissory notes, securitization, mortgage-backed securities. Banks failed to foreclose due to not holding the promissory note or breaking chain of title, right? Chain of custody, chain of title. Several banks have faced allegation lawsuits related to failure in foreclosure proceedings due to issues such as not holding the promissory note or breaking the chain of title. And here are some notable examples. Wells Fargo, boom, we just talked about that. HSBC in recent case in Florida, a circuit court judge dismissed HSBC's foreclosure case against a homeowner because the bank cannot prove, it was the proper owner of the mortgage. The court found that the assignment of the mortgage was from a defunct company, was fabricated for litigation purposes, highlighting the issues standing to foreclose. Bank of America, we already talked about that. Boom. Bank of New York Mellon. These are all the major banks, guys. These aren't just some rinky-dink banks. These are all the major banks caught up in that. And we never hear about these things. They just get swept under the rug, right? So a case in Florida involved Bank of New York Mellon being denied summary judgment for foreclosure due to unresolved issues regarding the chain of title. The judge noted that there was a missing link in the chain between the original lender and the bank, which precluded them from proceeding with foreclosure. So these are the things that you need to look into or study, or these are the things that I look into and that I study, and the things and the information that I know to help you not to keep your house, right? Because they're trying to foreclose, but we know they don't have the note. Why don't they have the note? Because they securitize it. Why do they securitize it? So that way they can get the money right away instead of waiting 30 years for you to pay off your mortgage. However, little do you know that you already paid for the house when you signed the promissory note, and therefore they're giving you back they're lending you your own money and then charging you interest. So again, when you understand this, you're like, man, how people how do they get away with this? Ignorance is how they get away with it. People are just so used to doing things a certain way for so long that you think it's right. You think it's okay. Everybody thinks it's okay and normal that the US dollar loses value every single day. You know, not as Bitcoiners. Citibank has also been in various investigations and lawsuits concerning improper documentation, misrepresentation, and foreclosure cases similar to other major banks. I said, what? More cases. Let me get some more cases. Boom. Bank of America is involved in numerous lawsuits regarding fraudulent foreclosure practices. Um, A recent case involved the allegations that the bank engaged in a scheme to deny homeowners mortgage modifications under the Home Affordable Modification Program while simultaneously foreclosing on their homes. See, this is the stuff that I be talking about. So they have a program to help you make sure that you don't get kicked out of your house, right? Because you can modify your mortgage. So there's a program where they help you modify your mortgage, but at the same time they're foreclosing on these same people. So if you don't see the issue with that, then you are the problem. You are a part of the problem. Because when there's something wrong going on, that's the problem with society today too. Y'all just be letting wrong shit go on, and this is why we're in the situation that we're in now as a society. Because you got the governor of California. Y'all shouldn't be mad at the governor of California. Y'all should be mad at the people of California for having the governor of California be in that position for so long. That's your problem. That's the people's problem, because y'all don't want to stand up for your rights or kick them out, or in other countries, if they don't like the president, or they don't like the leader, they'll rise up. They'll throw, even in, what was it? It was that UK, or Sweden, or wherever that country is, or France. They would get the farmers would come out. They would drop poop on the street. They would riot. They would do a whole bunch of stuff to make sure that they let the officials that they have elected know that they don't want them in power anymore. But Americans, nah, y'all just let shit slide, and then now there's a huge fire in California, and now everybody's all like, oh well, we're mad at the governor. Be mad at yourself for allowing the governor to be lazy, to not do what he was supposed to do in the first place, which I saw that Donald Trump was talking about this months ago, that they were redirecting the water, that they were keeping all the dry leaves on the floor, all the dry and dead plants on the floor, and dead leaves and dead trees on the floor, and not cleaning it up. So, you know, I blame the people. I don't blame any of the government officials. I blame the people, because y'all allow this to happen. You guys seem to forget that the government is made up of and is for we the people. You guys seem to forget that. And you let the government dictate, and the elected officials dictate what happens, when it's supposed to be the opposite. Okay? Okay. So that's my little two Satoshis on that. That's my little two Satoshis on that. It's the truth, though. I mean, I blame the people. Y'all let this shit happen. Y'all let it happen. Y'all let it happen. I don't blame nobody but the people. I feel sorry for those people that lost their houses. It is what it is. All those houses, I think they're doing those weapons of mass destruction where they're shooting down those lasers. Because how they burn down how every house burned down, but the tree's not burned down. You got brick houses burnt down, but the wooden trees are still up. Make it make sense to me. How, Sway? I digress. I digress. I digress. I ain't gonna go there. U.S. Bank recently sues Deutsche Bank over $1 billion, accusing the bank of fraudulently misrepresenting its mortgage lending practices to obtain federal guarantees. They even finessing the government. That then not only they finessing you and us every single day, they finessing the government so much that the bank got sued for $1 billion. If they got sued for 1 billion, they probably made 10 billion. So you know how the game goes. One West Bank was accused of engaging in illegal foreclosure practices, including backdating documents and filing notices of default without proper authority. Allegations also included unlawful credit biddings at foreclosure sales, which could disadvantage other potential bidders. So not only are they're backdating documents, filing notices of default without proper authority, and then unlawfully credit bidding at foreclosure sales, so they're making the price higher on purpose so that way they can disadvantage other potential bidders. Yo, this is what I be talking about. I gotta stop reading this because I'm gonna get pissed off. I'm already mad, but I'm gonna stop reading it because I already told y'all what's up. You have a mortgage right now, you ain't supposed to be paying on it, but you're paying on it. You have a car note right now, it was already paid for when you signed it, but you agreed to repay because you were just so excited to get that car, but you didn't read that contract. You're supposed to take that contract home and read it. It's okay. I didn't know this either. But now that you know better, you should probably do better. You should probably do better. So I think we've been on here for about an hour. Yes, an hour and 22 minutes. So that's going to be it for today's video. I think I had my little rant. I want to go over how you guys can make some money with manufacturer spending. Anytime I, come across some videos or things that I've done in the past, I always try to make sure I get on here and show some love and drop some information for you guys, because I know that if I know something, you guys should also know it as well. If you would like to fix your credit, if you would like to get business credit, just click the link in the bio and fill out your information. We'll help you. Hit that like, share, subscribe. Make sure you go get that new book on Amazon. I will be getting hard copies to sign for you guys as well. So make sure you guys get that new book on Amazon. Bitcoin Dad Fiat Dad is now available. We do have, let me see if I can find that real quick, because I just shared my little services that I want to share with you guys. I just sent out an email about it. Until next time, guys. Not sure when the phone died, but hopefully it didn't die too long ago. Have a good night, guys. Much love. Hit that like, share, subscribe. Head over to swanbitcoin.com/Bitcoin Chris and stack your Bitcoin and chill. Get that fold card. Get the Bitcoin Dad Fiat Dad book on Amazon. Follow me on all social media platforms, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Much love. Peace.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah. Running with country bands. Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah.